Alright, so in today's video, I want to go over when you should swing somebody and when not to swing somebody. I feel like a lot of people struggle with understanding like when to swing somebody, and I'm going to break down everything you need to know. But if you do enjoy this video, be sure to leave a like, be sure to comment, and be sure to subscribe. But let's get into it. Alright, now as we know, we are in a meta of swing or be swung. Now what does that mean? That basically means that if I'm holding this angle right here, and I let this guy swing me, he's going to see a part of my body first, and then he can basically just pre-fire me, which is why people always say you want to swing first. Now, that is true, but you don't want to swing at everything. Let me explain. Now, let me give you times when you should swing and times when you should not swing. Let's kind of break this down, because there's going to be a lot of things that will factor into this. Starting off with this. Would this be smart to swing somebody outside on the breach? No. Why is that? When you swing somebody, you want the person to be as close as you possibly can, and you want to swing off of audio. In this situation, let's say I'm on defense. I have an SMG. I don't want to swing this guy. Once again, I'm on defense. They have to come into the site. So you basically want to allow people to take map control and then retake it. What do I mean by that? Imagine I am right over here. Let's say, right? This is me. And there's an attacker right here. I want to allow them to take map control or enter, listen for them to enter, then swing off that. Or swing off when they get closer, right? Like if I'm in this corner right here, I'm not going to swing the guy when he's right here. Could I? Yes. But I'm not. I want to get it as close as I can. Because in reality, in a perfect world, you want to swing the person when they are getting ready to swing you. Why is that? Because you're going to always like swing off of audio. It's like the highest chance of winning will be swinging off of audio. You're going to listen for them to get close because you have an SMG and you can pre-fire them and you know they're there. But think about this. As an attacker, if I'm going to swing this guy in the corner, right? I'm going to get ready to swing this guy. And as I'm getting ready to swing this guy, I want, as a defender, to swing out here. Because now I'm planning to go like this, and now I have to flick this way, and I'm already being pre-fired. But there is times that are going to change this, right? You can't always sit in a corner, wait for someone to get close, and then swing. You can't do that. So things that would change this, right? As of right now, we are in a 5v5. There's a lot of time left. This is not a good idea to swing. Let him come in and then swing. Swing off of audio. However, we're in a 2v5. We have to get desperate. This is the time to swing. When you kind of have to make a hero play is what people will call it, right? Like you kind of have to get desperate. You're going to swing so that way you can kind of try and regain the round. Another situation. The bomb is down right here. I have got to swing this guy. I need to try. Think about it. The bomb takes 45 seconds to explode, 7 seconds to defuse. You're going to be left with 38 seconds to kill everybody. I can't wait for this guy to push me. He doesn't have to push me. Now he's defending the bomb. Now I'm on the attack, right? So there's going to be different times when you would swing somebody in a stupid play or someone far away. Swing someone from far away. If you're down in man advantage, you have to retake man count, or the diffuser is down. That's it. Now, what is another time that you don't swing somebody? I'm in a 1v1 or whatever it is, and I have the diffuser over here. This guy's coming this way. There's no need for me to swing. Time management is a huge thing to determine if you should swing. If they have to plant the bomb, and they don't have the bomb, there is no need for you to swing. The guy who has to plant the bomb has to get aggressive and either swing you or try and go for a plant, but you don't have to swing based off of time. If there's not a lot of time left, don't swing. Unless they're about to plant or something. So once again, just to clarify this in another example, so that way you can see this. Imagine you are playing vase, right? You're sitting here playing vase, and there's somebody in this hallway. Would it be smart to swing the guy down the hallway? No, it would not be smart to swing this guy down the hallway. What would be smarter? Wait for the guy to get closer using audio, which I'll give you guys like the best audio settings to use. I'll show you what I use at least. Wait for the guy to get closer, and then swing. Never let the guy swing you. Once again, like I showed already, if I'm an attacker swinging this guy, I'm going to see his gun, his foot, his elbow, whatever it may be, first, which will allow me to pre-fire him, which is why you always have to swing. But just always do it based off of audio. Now, do I swing some stupid shit? Yes, you can go for that. Go for that. If you want to... If you got an ego and you're feeling yourself, bro, swing the guy down the hallway. I do sometimes too. But when we're talking about like a technical, like you want to really just learn and you're new to the game, swing based off of audio. Now, the things that, or the audio that I use is I use night mode. Night mode is going to make the louder noises quieter and the quieter noises louder. Stuff like gunshots will be quieter. Stuff like footsteps will be louder. Master volume, always I have on 100. You can have it on 90 to 100. The rest of these don't matter. Make sure you also have maximum or at least gameplay focused audio voiceover presets on. For example, gameplay focus is going to have stuff like you're going to hear people reloading. Device deployment, walls reinforcing, stuff like that. You're going to hear audio and I guess lore, like characters talking. So make sure you have that on at least like that, right? But now I've only showed you times to swing and times not to swing on defense. So I want to kind of show you on attack. Because on attack, it's a lot different. Just before we move on to attack, quick summary. You're going to swing when you want to retake map control. You're going to swing when you're at when you're down man advantage or there's not a lot of time left or you have to defuse the bomb and you have to kill people, right? That is when you're going to swing. You're not going to swing when somebody's all the way down the hallway, when they don't even have any map control yet, and when there's not a lot of time left. That's for defense. So now when we're on attack, it's a lot different. Because remember how I mentioned earlier, you want to swing on defense when you want to kind of retake map control. On attack, you're going to be swinging a lot because you want to take map control. So for example, imagine we are attacking the Billard's bomb site. Like imagine the bomb is up here, right? And we want to go here. What I normally do in my head is I'm like, okay, well, let's say we're attacking Billards. What is the plan of the attack? We want to plant right here. Let's say the bomb's right here. We want to plant right here. So what do I need to do to get there? Could I go for a straight aqua push? Yeah, you know, bring a nomad, place it here. But let's say I wanted to roam clear the other side of the map first, meaning I want to take VIP, I want to take Hall of Fame, Penthouse, stuff like that. I'm going to swing in whatever areas that I need to get map control to then get to my end goal, which is the plant behind the bomb. So in my head, I'm thinking, okay, well, if I want to get there, I gotta clear out VIP, I gotta clear out Penthouse, Hall of Fame, Theater, 90, Luggage, then Aqua. So let me start off probably droning out, or have someone drone me in. You're gonna swing on any areas that you need to take map control when you're on attack. You're gonna swing, right? If somebody's in your way, you're gonna swing that guy. You can have some assistance with like stuns, drones, somebody drone you out. Any type of gadget utility, you can have help with that to swing off that if you want to make it easier or if they have a setup, right? But you're going to swing to then take map control on attack. That's pretty much it. If you're on attack, you're kind of basically constantly swinging because you're attacking. Like I said, things that will help. Drone out. Because I'm not going to swing this without droning this out. And then there's going to be somebody prone on the floor and I'm going to have no idea. The guy's playing like a freak. So swing off of information when you're on attack. Swing to get map control and swing off of information. Do not just kind of walk around swinging everything. Oh, I got to take map control all the time. Just swing everything. Like, no. Drone it out. Figure out where people are. Swing off that information. Let's say you have no drone. At this point, you're just going to swing until you can take map control. Incorporate some quick peeks. Stuff like that. But what I mean by this is, let's say my end goal is here. There's no need for me to swing into the bomb site. Just swing on whatever you need to do to get the map control and plant. You don't have to overextend. You don't have to do any of that. You don't have to swing the guy downstairs and vault over here and be like, oh, there's someone down here. Let me swing this guy and go kill him, right? Like, no. All you have to do is take the map control, follow the plan that you have. You're chilling. That's what you gotta do on attack. Now, let's say I decide to plant the bomb right here, or somebody plants the bomb right here. There's no need for me to swing and walk in and then die because I'm getting over aggressive. You have to remember, these people have to defuse this. So you kind of want to waste as much time as you can. For example, I'm playing right here. I have ears, right? I can hear when the defuse is getting defused, when the bomb's getting defused. I don't have to swing this guy immediately if I don't want to, because I can just play talk tier and listen for audio. So if you ever have like the bomb down in post plant, you can hold angles, no problem with that. But you don't have to get aggressive in that situation. You don't have to be swinging a lot of things. You just want to try and delay them from defusing as long as you can. So either, let's say in this situation, play on a rappel like this, right? Hold an angle like this. It would not be smart to kind of hold an angle like this and sit here because you have to think, once again, swing or be swung, this guy's going to swing you. Now, if you use your ears, you can sit here and you can listen and swing off that. Or you have a drone right here, let's say, and you swing when he's about to get close. Or you play a little bit more passive and you wait for them to try and go for the defuse. Just waste as much time as you can. There's different options you can do, but you don't want to overextend on attack. Like attacking, a lot of it is you're kind of constantly swinging, if that makes sense. And on defense, it's more of like wait till they're close, wait till they take map control, then retake that map control, stuff like that. Just key notes to take away from this: never let someone swing you first. They're always going to see you first. Swing when they get close. Do not swing when they're down the hallway unless you have to, based off of everything I mentioned earlier, like time management, people alive, diffuser down, stuff like that. It's pretty simple. That's all you got to do. But hopefully it does help. Let me know what other tips you guys want to see. I love y'all.